I've moved away from Forex in this particular video just to show you the indicators in action on a stock. So if you're an intraday stock trader, the indicators work in exactly the same way. It really doesn't matter what the market or instrument is. The indicators work in precisely the same way. This is a four chart workspace. This is Caterpillar. It's a stock that Anna and I know very well. We've written about it over the years, and you can follow that on Anna's website, annacooling.com. This is from an intraday perspective though. I've got a 2-minute on the top left, I've got the 5-minute top right, I've got the 10-minute at the bottom left, and I've got the 15-minute on the bottom right. And the principle's exactly the same. We've got the trend monitor, we've got the trend dots, we've got the pivot, which is the little yellow triangle here, which works on a 3-candle arrangement. So these 3 candles here, higher, high, higher, low, so we get the little pivot, and equally we get one to the downside where we've got lower high and lower low on the candle in the middle. So we've got the pivot coming into play, pressing down the price action. You can see the trend dots here. We've been in bullish phase here. This is, as I say, this is on 2-minute. We've had some little transitional phases of price action. We've got this bullish piece of price action here. We're into the grey. The grey signify congestion. We carry on higher, but then the trend dots start to move above the price action, as you can see here, starting to press down on the candles. So they're starting to turn bullish, bearish, beg your pardon. And we're straight through into red here, with the trend dots are now red, pushing down, pushing down, pushing down. On the trend monitor, you can start to see this has now transitioned through to bright red. This is on the fastest time frame. If we go out to our slightly slower time frame of 5 minutes, just starting to see that transitional color take effect here. So we're just starting to see possibly the first sign of it. The trend dots have transitioned first. They've gone into gray, so they've reverted from blue into gray, and will almost certainly go into red once this gathers momentum, if it is a true move to the downside. Down on the 10-minute, very bullish throughout. And this is the beauty of the trend monitor. This is really what it's about, and you can see it very clearly here. When you get these pullbacks, these minor pullbacks and little reversals, which happen in all time frames, in all markets, you've maybe got into a trend, the trend has congested, maybe pulls back a little bit. We've got a pivot high here, so we're expecting the market maybe to push down a little bit, which it has. And the trend monitor then transitions to a darker color in the potential that it's going to reverse into a full-blown reversal, in other words, from bullish to bearish. But it doesn't. It comes out the other side. And this is the beauty of it. You can see through here, we have this congestion phase, quite an extensive congestion phase here. It, again, you know, we had this extended period, the trend monitor reverted to a darker color into darker red, but never got through into bright red, and it comes out the other side into bright blue. It's basically looking at the market from a slower perspective, trying to keep you in to a trend that is already underway and helping to keep you in. Now clearly you can see here we've got a volatility trigger on 10. That is significant. That is the reason we're seeing this reversal up here. It's also the reason obviously we're seeing it over here as well. And I've said many times in these videos, the volatility trigger, whatever it is you're looking at in a slower time frame, will carry more weight, which is why using multiple time frames is so important. So a slower time frame will always be more significant, whether it's support and resistance, whether it's volatility, whatever it may be. It's always going to give you a stronger influence on your faster chart. So we've got the volatility trigger there. That's why we're seeing this reversal going on. And if you're up here scalping, you know, that answers that question. It's the question of knowing, you know, why has this happened? That's what we're always asking ourselves. Why has this happened? Why has this market paused? Why has this market reversed? And the clue is always there, and generally it's in a slower time frame. We go over onto the 15, and exactly the same principle again. The trend dots, as you can see here, bright blue, just starting to flatten off a little bit here. But the trend monitor, again, we get, you know, a little punctuation of color coming in here, but it's continued on, and it's continuing to hold us in this particular trend. And obviously from a volume perspective, because we use volume price analysis, we've got the tick volume here at the bottom. Big injection of volume came in here, so we know there's some weakness coming in here. And what's also interesting about this candle, look at the volume associated with it. This is a trap move. This is what we call a trap move. Why? Because the market makers on this are not participating. This is simply a trap move to draw you in. They're not participating in there. It's just simply a snap move higher, and the market is now going to roll over, or it can just at the very least, and looks as though it's going to roll over a little bit from there as well. And that's the reason why, because you've got low volume in there, or average volume, let's say. This is the average up here, so it's pretty low in here. And what's also the precursor to that is this heavy selling that's gone on in here. So this is where the market makers have actually sold into weakness. They've snapped a trap move in, no volume under that, and hence the reason that a lot of traders are caught in that one now. So it's all there in terms of volume, it's all there in terms of the indicators, and it's really very, very straightforward to use them. And it's to say, the reason I did this video was just to show you on a stock chart, this could be any chart you like, from an intraday day trading perspective, the indicators are just as powerful whether you use them in stocks, whether you're using them in commodities, whether you're using them on index futures, or indeed whether you use them on forex charts. It makes no difference. They work in exactly the same way. Hope you've enjoyed this particular video. Lots more to come, so see you soon, and bye for now.